Fresh from the showcase here at SwissWatchExpo, and we have another fantastic new arrival for you Speedmaster fanatics out there. This is a really rare collectible edition of the Speedmaster, which at first glance, very similar to any other MoonWatch, but has some fantastic details and a fantastic movement that I can't wait to share with you. This is the Omega Speedmaster 2007 50th Anniversary Edition. So the 50th anniversary of the line's original introduction in 1957 gets a sort of an homage piece to it with a few very key differences. The dial layout is going to be exactly the same, but the first key difference you might notice is this has a beautiful enamel dial, which really shines a lot brighter and looks just a lot more elegant and sharp than a traditional MoonWatch. Less like a tool watch and a lot more like an elegant, more of a jewelry type of piece, but still a very sporty chronograph. Another thing, this is a very limited edition piece, and Omega definitely stands by that by actually putting the limited edition production run of the watch directly beneath Speedmaster. So the professional line that you might know from the Speedmaster has been removed, and now you actually have the limited production run stated right there on the dial, and that's something you're going to find out of the 1,957 pieces they made across this entire run. Other than that, you've still got the same chronograph layout at 3, 6, and 9, and this incredible looking aluminum bezel, which I gotta say, this watch is in fantastic condition. For a 2007 watch, you could tell this was definitely treated like a collector's piece, and I highly recommend whichever one of you ends up buying this piece does the same. If you turn it over, this is a sapphire sandwich edition of the MoonWatch, so you do have sapphire on both sides. That is going to display this beautiful movement here. Now, this is actually a very different movement than you might expect. This is not an 1861 or anything. This is actually what they call a calibre 3201, which is a manual winding coaxial movement, which I believe is going to separate it from the other editions of the Speedmaster that you might be a little more familiar with. A couple of key differences. This is beautiful looking, by the way. The plating actually has gold Omega logo on it, as well as some details about its functionality. Around the edge of the exhibition case back, we actually do have the chronometer certification sort of stamp on it and 50th anniversary limited bordering it. And it's a fantastic movement. It has a longer power reserve than the 1861, I think by about 8 hours, which for a manual winding chronograph watch, I think that's something that really matters. Also, another nice detail is this watch is waterproof to 100 meters as opposed to 50. For the extra price point, this is definitely going to be something for the Omega fanatics. This is definitely something for a Speedmaster collection. Maybe you don't want your MoonWatch to be just a regular old MoonWatch with the acrylic crystal in the 1861 movement. You want something that looks a little sharper. You want something a little more rare. You want something that's going to let you know exactly how rare it is on the dial. This is a great one, and I think the color is the sharpest detail to it, probably the most perfect looking aesthetic component to this watch if you ask me. And again, this watch is in absolute mint condition, does not look like it spent any time on the wrist at all. So if this is something that interests you, this is something that you want to add to your presumably already impressive Speedmaster collection, then you need to give us a call and check this watch out while it's still for sale at SwissWatchExpo.com.